ending is considered extraordinarily difficult. Thanks, Tex, Truck, Rex. Teach. That's what I'm talking about. All endgame theories transferable to mid-game. I don't know about all. That's a little bit extreme. That's a little bit extreme because, there's certain rook and pawn things that may not be. But still, this endgame definitely is. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. We're going to get deep. And when I finish explaining it, I want you guys to be like, that's easy. That's what I want to do. Can I pull that off? I want to pull it off in such a way that when you're done, you're like, oh, this is nonsense. This is easy. Well, why didn't I learn this before? Interesting, huh? Interesting. Well, let's see if I can pull it off. There's the W method, absolutely. But what is the W method? How do you do it? Et cetera, et cetera. We're going to get into that right now. Let's get it started. Let's get the party started. If only I had this chess position in front of me. Here we go. Bam! Here we go. Come on. Here we go. Okay. If you have ever seen this position in an actual game and you had the white pieces, you probably would be crying. Now, I'm going to tell you that there's a video online, I'm not even going to say who it is, of a very strong player who embarrassed himself by not knowing this position. Just forgot it. Either forgot it or never studied it or whatever. Thalfon said, I don't believe you. You want us to think it's easy and then psych us out with something even crazier. That's what you really mean. Thalfon, how dare you? How dare you? Seriously? How you going to talk like that? How you going to talk like that? I'm not exposing anybody. That's not what I do. This is the GM fraternity here and sorority here. We're not embarrassing anybody. We just pointed out that sometimes, you better make sure you cover certain things because it might happen on a board. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Listen, you guys are throwing out names and stuff. I wasn't even referring to that person. I was referring to somebody else. So you guys are throwing out names. I'm referring to somebody else. And it definitely wasn't Magnus. Stop it. Magnus would do this with his eyes closed, hanging with a rope wrapped around his ankles, hanging upside down, and you throwing balloons at him, water balloons that is, and Magnus would still get this right. So don't try it on the world champion, okay? Let's be clear. Magnus knows these things forward, backwards, sideways. No. Nevertheless, we're going to get into this endgame. But what do I want to point out? Because it's not about the endgame. You guys already got, who said it earlier? Somebody said it earlier. Prove it, Magnus. You want to see Magnus blindfolded, upside down with the rope around his ankles, right? Don't go tell people that's what I said should happen to Magnus, okay? Don't go tell people to do. But if you're willing to pay him money, I bet you he will. So let's now get to the idea of the transference. Hey, Jesus Mafia, you're just going to give a move and be like, whoop, that's it, I win. No, that's not how it works. Let's get to this end game. But here's what I want you to understand. This end game, before I even give you the technique, it's not about the technique. You see, here's the deal. I was in philosophy class in college. I would be in philosophy class. I like it was mandatory, so I had to take it. So anyway, I'm in philosophy class, and the professor is talking about Descartes and Hume and Kant, and I'm listening to all this stuff he's talking about, and I'm getting better at chess sitting in the class. I'm sitting there going, damn, so the illusion of what we actually believe doesn't actually apply. It's just the way we think about life traditionally. And then I would go to the chessboard, I'd be like, yeah, this happens in chess. The approach to how you actually handle things on the board. Wow. So even I've done on this stream as well, the whole, Cartesian coordinate system we know is not the only system in geometry, and the chessboard does not obey that system. So I've done that on the stream before. So I'm not going to get into that. But my point being that I would take things from other fields and apply them wholesale, maybe not wholesale, different ideas onto the chessboard. And I would feel when I walked out of a philosophy class like I gained rating points because of applying ideas that you learn to this activity or doing it the other way, chess to other things. So when you study something in chess, you don't want it to be just for this thing. Oh, one day I'm going to checkmate with a bishop and a knight. No. That's not how it works. One day, no, that is not the point. The point is, what is it about this ending that we need to learn? What is it about the ending? All right? And that's what we're going to do. Mr. Arms, you say you feel that about math. I'm with you. Well, that's what we're going to do right now. And somebody pointed out, I haven't even moved the chess piece yet. I hope y'all have gotten stronger with better techniques so far, even though I haven't even touched a piece. I've just put a diagram on the board. Because once I get started, y'all can't stop me. There are going to be positions flying at you, but we want to start with the baseline knowledge. So the baseline knowledge here is about harmony. Now, how do bishops and knights harmonize? How do bishops and knights harmonize? So all the pieces harmonize. That's what the whole game is about, is harmonizing your chess piece. That's what chess is all about, creating maximum harmony of your pieces so that you can then create disharmony in the opponent's camp, or at least exploit disharmony in your opponent's camp. That's chess. Any bit of disharmony, your game falls apart. And guys like Kramnik would really show that. All right? So, what is the essence of harmony with the bishop and the knight? The essence of harmony with the bishop and the knight, ready? Big secret. The essence of harmony with the bishop and the knight is that they should be on the same color squares. Done. Done. That's the secret. That's the secret. The bishop and the knight, if they're by themselves, should be on the same color. Now, if they're going to attack something specific, a concrete object, then obviously the bishop hopes that the object is on the same color as it, or else that's going to fail, or that's impossible. And then the knight will have to be on the opposite color in order to attack that square. So for example, if there's a black pawn standing here, the knight has to go to a light square in order to attack the dark square. The bishop already is doing it. So they would have to be on opposite colors if they're concretely attacking a square. But if they're trying to dominate the chessboard, control as many squares as possible, they should be on the same color because the knight will control the light squares and the bishop will control the dark squares, ergo creating a wall in the position. That's the secret. That's the secret. Bishop and knight, all right? They're able to do that, making it very difficult for the king to make any advance. So now that we also even have a king, well, what does the king want to do? The king truly wants to be on the same color as and on the opposite color of the knight, of the bishop. Let me get this straight. English language, Maurice. Okay. The king wants to be on the opposite color of the bishop because then the king guards light squares while the bishop can take care of the dark squares. That's it. That's it right there. Okay? Now, let's get it started. What should white do here? Okay, we want to be on the opposite color of the bishop. We just went to that square. Now, the thing we do know about this endgame is that white is going to checkmate in a dark colored corner. It's the only way to do it. You cannot checkmate in this corner. So black, if black is smart, will run to a light square corner if possible. Will not go to the dark square corner where it's just so much easier. So black can hang out here with the eye to be able to go backwards. All right? Now we'll play a move, simple enough, a move like bishop to e3. All right? Now that move, pure harmony. This is the kind of harmony you got to love. King on the other color, bishop on the other color. We've got harmony. This king cannot approach. It's time to go backwards, son. Backwards. All right, he's going to go towards this corner. So what do? We stay on the other color. We're creating a wall. We're loving this wall. All right? So let's say the king says, I can hang out for now. Check. The king says, I can hang out for now. Look at that harmony between the king and the bishop. March. We're just marching up the board. March. All right, fine, he says. Fine. If you want to be like that, I'm going to go towards this corner. King up. Now, you should be going towards this corner. But let's say he decided to try to go here, trying to get to this square. Well, the knight goes to the same color as the b-hop. And what does the knight do? Control. And the bishop do? Control. And the king do? Control. And we are dominating. As long as we keep the harmony, we're flowing. Back up, son. Keep backing up. Back it up. Back. Sorry, I'm in party mode. When COVID is over, we're going to be partying. Back it up. Anyway, so now, bishop here, we're going forward. Don't go to the right, go to the left. So the king has to back up. King goes towards that corner. King's trying to chill. The king's trying to chill. Actually, I got a better move. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to make sure you can't go this way at all. And if you go this way and start trying to come on the board, I'm going to scrape you. All right? We're going to scrape you. So now the king's going to hang out over on this side. On this, what I call that, this side. We backing up. Back it up. King tries to run over to this way. Ooh, let's get away. No, stay. Look at that knight. Look at that bishop. Guard those colors. Guard the color. You're going nowhere. All right? He knew better. He wanted to stay on this side anyway. Now, it's very important in this endgame. When you're creating this harmony, you're creating that wall, pushing the king. The king wants to go in that corner anyway, but we're going to kill it when he gets there. All right? You're just pushing the king in this side of the board. It's very important that you don't just attack the king, because it's about domination and control. You're trying to just shuttle it. It's like it's like a chicken. The king is like a chicken. I'm from Jamaica. You're not going to want to hear this, but anyway, my uncle used to keep chickens in the chicken coop in the backyard. And when my daughter was like 4 years old, I took her to Jamaica, and she saw the chickens in the backyard. And she was like, "Oh, it's so cute," because she's a Brooklyn girl. "Oh, there are chickens in the backyard. They're so cute. Oh, yeah, these great chickens. Look at that one and that one. I'm going to call that one Mary, and that one Susie, and that one Bob. Oh, wow, these are great. Oh, these chickens are great." The next day, Publo, thank you so much. After we had chicken for dinner that night, she goes back out to the yard. And she goes, "Uncle, where is," let's just call it, "where's Bob?" Damn, Uncle. He said, "Oh, you ate him for dinner last night." Oh my gosh. My poor daughter didn't eat chicken literally for the next 10 years. No lie. She was so traumatized. Whew. Oh my gosh, my uncle's terrible. Oh man, yes. So how do you corner a chicken when it gets away? Stay right here. Don't go straight at it. Chickens are quick. They'll run around you. That's just a terrible story. I have to call her up later. "Baby, you okay?" I just told the chicken story. It's terrible. Okay, you keep the chicken in the corner. Whoop, you're not running anywhere. You're a chicken, okay? You're not going anywhere. So we're not letting you get out. We can't make progress. If you move the knight, then it gets out. Wait a minute. We're not going to do that. We're not going to let the man out. That's not happening, okay? If you move the bishop forward, chicken runs out. No. Not here. How would I have known I was going to use a chicken story from 20 plus years ago and explain the bishop and the knight mate? I told you guys not going to forget this. You're not going to forget this. This is the chicken story. All right? So, king for dinner tonight, B. Quattro. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, here we go. We're just going to slide back. When you need to, the best thing to do is chill. Did you hear what I said? When you need to, the best thing to do, chill. Just chill. Like, we're just gonna chill, just to chill, okay? You want to make sure this king is going nowhere fast. Now, this king is trying to get back here. No, not today. We are going to stop you from coming back. Figure it out, because if you start going this way into this corner, we're going to kill you. We're going to kill you. All right? Just be aware. Just be aware. We're going to destroy you. Thank you, Jesus Mafia. So let's just go into the corner. I mean, the king's coming in anyway. So let's go in the corner. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get as close as possible. As close as possible. We're close. We're close. We're close. Okay? Now, the king has only one move. Now, the king has established the best corner. Now comes what is known as the W maneuver. The maneuver. Did I call it the manure or the maneuver? The maneuver. This is the W maneuver. All right? This position, thank you, Philosopher at Large. Much appreciated. What if King A6 we can do King A6. You guys want to do the complex line, or you want to get the clear line out the way? We'll come back to King A6 for those of you who are asking. Chicken bit story. Let's go. Let's get to the W maneuver. King to B8. Now, the king wants to go back in the corner. You pull the knight to one of these two squares, either C7 or B6. Let's not use squares. The two squares that the knight can go to, that controls the corner. This is what you want. The two squares, it's going to be either, on the other side, it's going to be this one or this one. On this side, it's going to be this one or this one. And on this side, it's going to be this one or this one. Your king's going to be nicely posted on that one of those squares. These are the key squares right here. Look at that. Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Your king's going to be nicely posted. And your knight is going to pick one of those squares. There you go. That's pretty, right? That's it. That's it. That's what you're looking for. Those red little L's. The little L's. Knight C7 or knight B6. On the other side, it would be the other way as well, as you're trying to force the king one way. So you force the king out the corner. The king has to now step. No choice. Step. Get to stepping, son. That's the only thing the king can do in this position. All right? Now, the king wants to go back. The W maneuver is all about sending the king, it's the chicken. Now you're going to run the chicken to the other side of the yard. You're going to go all the way over. So we can't let you step back. So we're going to go A7. Thank you, Mishikar, for the gift. Much love. The hype train was successful. Guard this square. So our first thing is to get the knight on this square, put the bishop on this square, guard the key square, like so. We're going to catch that chicken. We're going, all right? Thanks for anonymous cheerer. Now, the king is going to run. Now, this is indeed the entire hardest part of the W maneuver. Once you get this, thanks, Superstar. Once you get this, and there are ways to train for this checkmate, you can find it online, 5-card draw. Once you get this, this is the part where everybody panics. This is panic time. Because the king looks like it's going to run. Run, chicken, run. It looks like it's going to go. It's going. So a lot of people bring their bishop back so it can't leave. But then the king, let's call it this move. So the king, and then the king is like, what am I supposed to do here? I know I'm not supposed to let him go, but what am I supposed to do here? This is the critical position because it looks like there's all this open board on this side that the king is aiming for. But the chicken coop, we got another, I need a good term. We're going to circle the chicken, another half circle. The chicken wire. Yo, there's a lot of chickens on my head right now. We got another setup we're going to create that will stop the king from running. And it starts with the move, knight to d5. Now, the knight looked like it was stopping this piece from going to this square, right? It just totally looked like that's what your whole job was. So what happens when the king goes here? Let's just point out, if the king decides he wants to go this way, then you just check and then you shift. By the way, the reason it's called a W maneuver is the knight starts here, goes there, goes here, and then goes here. Now, it doesn't really look like a W here because these damn lines don't make knight. But I really want to show it in a straight line. If I could just show a straight line to this square, it would be a straight line here, straight line here, straight line here, and a straight line here. I hope you can see the W in that position, all right? So this is what you're after. And this is deadly for black, this position. But we're only at the first part. We're only at the V. We're not at the W, comme on dit en français, like you say in French. In French, it's not W, it's double V. W en français. Mais en anglais, in English, it's W. It's a double U. Back when a V looked like a U in the old days, right? But it's a V. It's a double V. Yes? So now, so that's why this is only a V so far. It doesn't look like a V because of these damn L's, but you know what I'm talking about. From C7 to D5, if you just drew a straight line, it was a V. Yes? Oh, see, my French friends are coming to help me out. The double V. Now, if the king allowed this, what just happened? If the king decides it doesn't want to go to the death corner, because that's what's going to happen, and goes here, and we hit it with check, and then goes here, and we go here, now you can't go this way, you have to go this way. Now we follow it to control it, and if it tries to run, I'm running. Stay put. Go that way. Go that way, please. We're going to hurt you. Go that way. You understand? And then when the king comes back, we start the party off again. We continue with our W maneuver. The that to the that to the that. Because the bishop controls that square, the king's doing all the work on this side, and this king is about to get hurt. Simple. All right? Simple. Now, poulet away. Chasser le poulet. Chasser le poulet, c'est vrai, hein? C'est vrai. Okay, let's go. Now, where were we? We're killing the king now, so we don't want the king to be this dumb. Let's go back to this difficult position right here. That king is getting marched. We'll show you how to kill the king on the march. But right here is the tricky part. What if the king starts to run? What if the king starts to run? You go here, and now the king is gone. Oh, no. What do we do? What do we do? We're so stupid. We let the king out. This was dumb. This was stupid. We're dummies. We're stupid. No. We continue with the W maneuver, and we announce mate in 16. Okay, the computer announces mate in 16. We might mess that up a little bit, but the computer's like, this is over. This is done. You got no chance. This is over. Why? Why, you say? Why? Because I like that. Coolio. Build a new cage, boys and girls. The king is going nowhere. If the king tries to run, he's gone. He's gone. You bring the bishop back. You bring the bishop back. You heard what I said? You bring the bishop back. It's nighttime. It's the smooth channel. You bring the bishop back. You guard the G5 square. And look at the knight and look at the bishop. What color squares are they on? Like I said at the top, that's called harmony. Putting the pieces on the same color, that's called harmony. It's called harmony. Okay? The knight guards the light squares, the bishop guards the dark squares, and this king is helping out as well. That's it. Knight's got this. We got that covered. I got that covered. But folks, even down to here, we've got it covered, folks. And this king is like, and I got these two squares covered. You're stuck. This is the position that most people mess up when they see this maneuver start. They're just like, he's going to run away. No, just continue the W maneuver and then bring your bishop back and freeze him in the cage. Stay there. Don't go anywhere. Okay. So the king backs up. Back it up. Now, you want to go here? Is that what you think you're going? You're not going anywhere. You're going nowhere. You're in the cage. The bishop just chills. The bishop so far hasn't checked once. I don't think the bishop has checked at all. The bishop's just been like, stay in the cage. And the knight's just doing the boogie and the king is just chilling behind him. Easy. Okay. So now the king doesn't want to stay in this corner. So the king tries to run. Tries to run? We know what's going to happen. The knight guards all those squares. You can't go anywhere. Now our bishop will hit you. Boom! Back, that way. Go that way. Look at the bishop and the knight on the same color, everybody. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Such a beautiful day. It's a beautiful thing. Move your king back. King's got to move. And now we complete the W. Well, we're 3/4 of the way in. Because the knight started here, then it went here, then it went here, then it went here. So we got a W at work. The last square is supposed to be that square for the W maneuver. The manure. The manure. Okay. King moves. King moves. Now, this is again the key. You think you want to make progress. Don't make progress. You want the king to go back. This is what you want. You want the king to go back here. The king wants to go back there. So you chill. Just chill. Go ahead. Because if the king goes this way, we're putting him in a cage. He's never getting out of this cage. Everybody's guarding everything. He's never getting out of this cage. So pick your poison. King goes here. And the completion of the W maneuver. Started here, went here, boom there. Bishop and knight on the same color again. And now the game is almost over. Whoops. Go. Whoops. Guard those light squares, Mr. King. While your bishop guards the dark squares. Go, into the corner. Now, over there. Now that we've got the king caged in the corner, the king is here, the bishop is here, this king is never getting out. Once you got the king in the corner, all of you can see the checkmate. All of you be like, I got this now. I'm coming. Pick me. My turn. I can handle this from here. Yes, I'll be a closer. Pick me. I'm good. That's right. You think you're Mariano Rivera now, closing the game. Yeah, it's easy now. It's easy now. Now I got this. Yeah, did you see me win with the bishop and the knight? I got this. Yeah, sure, you two come to the party late. Now you pull the knight back. Pull the knight backwards. Pull it back along the path of the W. Actually, a lot of things checkmate here. But you just pull the knight back. The king goes in the corner, whimpering. I'm gonna go in the corner. And now again, don't get overeager. When there's nothing to do and the king is caged, don't do anything. Chill. That's the secret. Don't do anything. They're too young to know Mariano Rivera. But the ones who know. That's why we make the reference. They can Google it, Papa Jokester. All right. Now, again, what I just do? The king is when it's your turn, you chill. You can go forward a little. You can go backward a little. Don't be a rookie and bum rush the king. That's dumb. Just chill. Tell the king move. We're going to check you and then wreck you. It's called check and wreck. King has to move over, check, and wreck. And it's over. The game is over. Del Rey, you're not going to stalemate. You're not going to stalemate. Stop it. Stop it. You know you're going to deliver the sweet mate, the check and the mate. You might, if you stalemate because you want to, you just chill. When it's your turn in this mate, right here, and you say, wait, it's right here, and you go, Maurice said it's supposed to be check and mate. I don't see check and mate. When it's not check and mate, move your bishop. Just chill on the same diagonal. When it's not check and mate, move your bishop. If it's not check, mate. Oh no, he can run. Oh my gosh, I let him out. Duh. When it's not check and mate, move your bishop. Just don't go here where the king's going to attack it. Just move your bishop. Back it up. Back it up. Just back it up. King moves. Check. Mate. Yes? That's it. That's how we do it. Let's go back to the top of how we... This is how we do it. Harmonize. Come on, y'all. Harmonize. Bring the pieces. Chase the king. King tries to go. Cut it off. Oh, wait. I picked the wrong way. No. We're trying to go to D5. We're trying to keep the center. Harmonize. Where you going, king? Go back. Back. What's this line? Actually, in this line, I had played bishop to D4. I'm trying to go fast. Back. Control. Don't lose control. King in. And now it's time for our friend, Mr. W. We just repeated just for fun. Now we bring the knight. This is the hardest part right here. The W maneuver in effect. Move the king. Put the knight in. When the king tries to run, shut the door, shut the front door. Boom, stop it. Bring the king. Where you going? Go back. When you don't, he's going to bring the knight back. Now, if we checked here, the king would come back. Bad idea. So what do? Move the bishop. Check the king. Send him in the corner. We're dancing. Get out of here. We back the knight up. When we see it's not checkmate, we chill with the bishop. The king moves. Whack. Matutski on the board. Thank you, Larry CB. That's how you do it. The waiting move. The waiting move. That was 51 moves. That's funny, distant coder. But I got the annotation right here. The notation, excuse me. And mine says 35. So don't even try it. I was 15 moves ahead and I repeated moves. Don't even try it. Thank you, BJ Karma. Much appreciated. Now, somebody wants to go all the way back to the king a6 because somehow that king's going to escape. Well, you know the king. Never going to be king a6. He's going to escape. Well, the question for this king is, where does it plan to go? This is what we want to know. When we play this check, where are you going? Are you going to go towards the dark squares? Because we would just love to see you go towards the dark squares. We would just love to see you to go towards the dark squares. Or are you going to come back to this side? I just want to know. I just want to know which way you plan to go. Because if you try, let's just start. Because you know you feel like you're running. We're running. Yeah, you're running to your death is where you're running. Because we are harmonized. Harmony, harmony. We are harmonized. We are harmonized. You're going to die. Please go to this direction where the dark square is waiting for my bishop to mate you. And if you don't go that way after 1967, and you say, wait a minute, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to step back, back it up, back it up. Guess what I'm going to do? You can't go here. You can't go here. You can't go here. Bing, bing, bing-a-ling, ding, ding, ding-a-ling, ding, 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 ding. My knight's already on the key square. Your king's not going anywhere. What's the deal with this king a6, y'all? Harmony, harmony. You're stuck. You're busted. It's over. 2 moves. You're back in the business. We got you in the clamp. You're going down. You're going down, down, down. All right? Now it's over. Do what you want. Do whatever you like. You can do whatever you like. Yeah. Yeah? It's over. You don't like king a6 anymore, look, baby. I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. Knights and bishops harmonizing. You understand? Harmonizing. Knights and bishops harmonizing. This is how we do it. This is how you do it. You understand? Bishop on the opposite colors. Keep them on the opposite, on the same colors. On the same color. Bishop and knight on the same color. So the knight can control the other color. And the bishop controls the dark squares, the knight controls the other color. Or whatever. Flip the bishop. All right? And that's it. And that's it. Safikon, you found a bug in my app. The pawn doesn't die on en passant. I told those programmers about that bug. Do me a favor, Safikon. Email them. They're very responsive, and they will fix it. They will fix it. But you know what? The en passant bug. That's messed up. The en passant bug. Yeah, the en passant bug. We got to take care of that. I'm going to make sure they take care of it. All right? So, this is the checkmate I'm talking about. This is the checkmate. The bishop and the knight harmonizing. And this is what we're going to get into. Harmony of bishop and knight. So now I just showed you how to do the bishop and knight checkmate with the W maneuver, with the bishop and knight being on the same color. Let us now take a look at why we learn this endgame. The harmony of pieces. You know, when you can checkmate with a queen and a king, it's easy, blah, 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 blah. When you checkmate 2 rooks, you know, 2 rook checkmate is very useful because you could use that in an actual game. Not the mate itself. Not the mate itself, but the way the rooks work together to control the board. It's not about the mate. Part of it is about the mate, but part of it is about how the pieces work together to control the board. That's really what we're after. If any of you look at this position and say, oh, this bishop and knight mate, it's not useful. I'm going to say, listen, it's not about whether or not you get this mate. It's the harmony of the pieces, okay, controlling squares together, working together. This harmony reverberates. Oh, I was looking for the word and I found it. This harmony reverberates throughout your entire game. See that? This is your game right here. It's your game. It's real small. You learn the bishop and the knight mate. The harmony injects itself and it reverberates throughout your entire chess game. Because you feel that harmony. You start to feel the harmony. That's why I'm teaching. That's why I just taught you this bishop and knight.